Waiting on Quid. Quid, where are you, brah? There he is. There's my guy.
What's up, dude?
You're live, bruh.
What is this, like Facebook of
Yeah, Facebook Live.
first century?
Yeah. You're on TV.
We're like recording right now. What are we doing?
Yeah, it's recording the Facebook. It's broadcasting on Facebook.
You're serious?
Yeah.
Dude, you think anybody's going to watch?
I don't know.
I didn't know we were doing this. I would have been more prepared. I would have done my hair or something.
I didn't think you were going to wear a shirt today.
I don't have any pants on. It was a little chilly in here up north. It's not 80 degrees, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Send a text message real quick.
That's fine. I gotta grab some booze.
All right, dude. Go ahead. I'll hold the fort down.
Yeah. All right. I like that. Let's post this to the feed, to Facebook.
Yeah, dude.
To the book, bro.
I was just telling Egg. I was just talking to him. I just told him that we're live and go check us out. I don't know if he's going to or not.
Yeah.
My freaking cat.
No.
What was that?
Pre-show, then show. Like reading as I type. I guess we could add an image too, so that people. No.
Dude, you shaved up. You're looking good.
Thanks, man.
I mean, better. Good for you.
Yeah, one of my better looks. Let's see how this.
You kind of look like a schoolboy. Like you have like that boyish charm. Got your bangs combed down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, you know.
You look so innocent, and then until you start talking, you realize you're just a dick.
I'm just a dirty old man.
Yes. That's why Leah loves you.
Yeah. So we should probably go over what we're going to talk about, huh?
Yeah. Are people like watching us on Facebook right now?
We have no viewers yet, so but at the same time we're just.
It is on there.
Yeah.
So if I open up my phone right now, I will be able to watch it on my phone. Not that I would want to do that, but
yes,
theoretically speaking, and then they can replay it.
I'll go grab a drink. What's that?
Then they can replay it, or it's a one-time deal.
No, they could replay it.
Dude, this is a game changer, bruh.
Right? I know.
Well, here I am, carrying the show on my back, just like every other time. At least when he's away from his mic, I don't have to actually expect him to add in. And the good news is he doesn't jump in and ruin my flow. So I can just talk about whatever I want to while he's gone. And I don't have to worry about him butting in. I'm just kidding. I love you, buddy. He's going to go back and watch this. And he'd be like, dude, you talk about me while I was at the refrigerator. Sorry, man. I'm just kidding, bro. Okay, I got to shut up now. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
We were just talking about you.
I figured you were.
Me and all the peeps. Dude, that was really loud.
It was.
It was like the loudest cork ever.
Hopefully it doesn't hit me like it did last week.
Dude, I hope it hits you exactly like it hit you last week. That was a beautiful thing, dude.
Yeah, I was banged up.
I think the best part of we're live, dude. The best part of last week was after the show was over, we were texting until like midnight or 12:30 in the morning. We both had to work obviously early the next morning, And then the next day you were like, dude, I do not feel very good.
Oh, man, I did not at all.
Lack of sleep more than anything, I'd say.
Yeah, I didn't go to bed till like 1:30. So I figure we'll start with the Facebook killer. We
Yeah,
talked
dude.
about how he killed himself in Erie. So it gives Erie a new claim to fame.
Yeah.
It's plants the pizza bomber.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how we don't talk about the fact that he was caught because McDonald's held his French fries.
Dude, I say we just go. I say just talk, dude. Like, let's
Just talk.
I mean, unless there's something you think that you got to tell me, I say just let's. I'm not saying like right this second.
So fuck it. We'll do it live.
Yeah, dude. I don't need to know where we're going, dude.
All right.
I like to fly by.
That's always the good watermark of a show.
Yeah, dude. I like to fly by the seat of my
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like I shouldn't be going over it live.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's probably true.
So I'd rather just not go over it at all.
I like how the one thing I actually grabbed the sound clip for I didn't put in the outline. So let me.
Oh, you want me to stall? I can.
Nah, we'll just try and find the place where I could add that. Probably do that right before taxes.
Taxes?
Bill
Talking about taxes?
Rizzle.
We're not talking about a job. We're talking about taxes.
Yeah, taxes.
Don't ever burp like that again in the microphone, dude.
Okay. It's pretty rough, ain't it?
Yeah, I swear I can smell it through my microphone right now.
That burp smells good. It smells like Jameson.
Dude, stop. Every burp smells like a rotten meatball hoagie from the depths of your gut. It's what every burp smells like. I hate it.
All right. And on that note, let's kick this bitch off.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah. That's the way I like to fire it up, baby.
Okay.
We'll have 2 views in no time.
Yeah, maybe. All right. For real this time. For realsies.
Kick it.
Word to your mother.
And your sister and your brother.
It's the Kelly Pamphlet with Nick and Quaid. What's going on, brother?
What's up, my man? Episode number 11? 12.
12. We are, we're getting into it, into the thick of it.
Where has the time gone?
I know, right? It was like just yesterday. We were like, hey, man, let's start a podcast. He's like, that's a great idea. Turns out it wasn't, but we're still doing it.
Dude, truth be told, we've been doing this for years. We just didn't actually record them and release them till the last 12 weeks. I mean, we're veterans, really.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we do what we do, and we do it with the voodoo that we do so well, or whatever.
We do it with a lot of pride.
A lot of pride. I am presenting to everyone. Okay, we're getting weird things now because I don't know what presenting means. I'm presenting my meat to everyone.
Dude, I hope my mom don't see this.
Yeah, that would be awkward. Stop presenting. Put it back in your pants, Bill.
It says you are no longer presenting now.
I am no longer presenting. For some reason, I'm not getting the screens flipping back and forth, and I kind of want that. I like that effect. This is our first Facebook Live that we're doing. So no, this isn't Facebook Live. This is YouTube Live.
YouTube Live, but we are on Facebook right now via YouTube Live.
Yeah, sent the link out because we're swell guys like that.
It is on our Facebook page. We should update our Facebook page right now and say, check us out. We're live.
I did that.
Oh, you did it?
How about you do it again?
I'll do it right now.
Since we're
Go ahead. Keep talking.
Middle of the show. We'll get it.
Go ahead.
No. Yeah. All right. So we're kind of crapping the bed on this one today. Good.
Nope.
All right, so let's kick things off with the Facebook killer. Which I don't know why they call him the Facebook killer. He didn't actually kill Facebook. A lot of people said he killed on Facebook Live. That was actually not accurate either. He killed somebody, then uploaded the video to Facebook. He's kind of like the guy that killed the news broadcasters. It was random. It was stupid. And the guy had the worst name in serial killer history. Which I don't know if he was a serial killer, but, you know, famous killer history. Steve Stevens. Was it Steve Stevens?
Yeah, not that makes a difference, but it's...
Yeah, I mean, his parents really weren't very original. Obviously, his mom didn't love him because he said that in his little rant. Oh, mommy didn't love me. My girlfriend left me. I guess I want to get on this murder thing. Got to do it.
I think we could probably blame a certain amount of this on his mother for dropping that name on him, really.
Yeah, that's true. He was doomed to start.
I hate to point the finger, but... No, that was pretty freaking wild, dude. And by wild, I mean crazy and sad. Extremely sad the way it all started. Did you watch the video?
No, I couldn't do it. Couldn't bring myself to do it. Did you?
I'm telling you right now, dude, don't watch it. Don't watch it. I did watch it in a moment of weakness, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Huge mistake. That was... When was that? Monday? No, Sunday. It was Easter Sunday. And so it's been almost a week now. I can't shake it out of my head, dude. Like, I've had like weird dreams that have been involved with that because I can't get it out of my head, dude. It's awful. The thing is, you see stuff like that all the time on videos, like movies and videos or video games. But you know that it's not actually a real person dying.
Right.
To see that, dude, you're not like the average person's eyes are not supposed to see that. Like, your mind is not supposed to have to comprehend witnessing that.
Right.
I mean, the majority of people have gone through their whole entire lives without witnessing something like that. And then all of a sudden, when it's a click of a button and you could watch it, all these people, including myself, did it. And I'm regretful, dude. I really am.
Yeah, it's something that I didn't see the benefit of watching. I knew what the story was, and to me that was enough of it. The crazy thing is the crazy thing for us to kind of get a little bit local with things is he was finally caught and he killed himself in Erie, Pennsylvania. Which, I mean, it's kind of cool because the last thing Erie, Pennsylvania was famous for was the pizza bomber.
Yeah, they're just not cool at all. I mean, I guess you could use the word.
I mean, it's cool because, like, he came to an end. It's a lot cooler than the pizza bomber thing. The fact that guy died in Erie instead of the poor pizza guy who got his head blown off by kidnappers.
True. You know, the mastermind, Marjorie Diehl Armstrong, the mastermind lady behind that pizza bombing, she just died within the last, like, 2 weeks.
Did she really?
She died in jail. I believe she believes she was in prison, federal prison in Texas is where she was located. I think she had cancer. She was quite sick. So not that it makes a difference, but they're both dead. Both of those criminals are dead within the same month.
Now, didn't the FBI talk to our one buddy, John, about, because he made a phone call at like the exact time that the bomb went off, and they talked to him?
I think, if I remember correctly, I don't remember the whole story, but I remember that there was a handful of our buddies from school that we were going to college with that got talked to, or I think they got like interrogated or investigated by members of the FBI because of all the phone calls. There was like a phone circle of all those guys that had been texting. I don't think texting was really that big at that time. That was like 2003 or 4.
Yeah.
But all these phone calls, it was like a phone ring, and all the people that were involved in that phone ring got like interrogated. It was a big deal, dude.
Yeah, I remember. It was a creepy situation, especially to be that close to the
right. There's my cat. That's Merle.
Yeah, there goes Merle.
But back to this Facebook killer. It was. I'm not saying that I was scared, but I'm saying it was. there was a lot of people on edge up this direction. I mean,
Yeah.
I only live, 30 miles from Erie, so of course people are, kind of panic mode about that. A guy I work with, where this dude killed himself, was less than a mile from his house. Like, it was like on his street.
Yeah.
So it's like local. Like, all of a sudden you realize, like, wow, that's crazy. Like, that could happen to anybody. Like the McDonald's that they went through in Harbor Creek, where it all kind of got unraveled, is no different than any of your local neighborhood McDonald's, like where you grew up.
Yeah.
Or where I live currently. It's just your local yokel McDonald's. It's not like it's a big city, dude.
No, I know. Which, actually, bringing up the McDonald's, I couldn't help but laugh when they said how the McDonald's people actually called the cops. He went through the drive-through, and he was waiting on his fries to get hot.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, isn't it?
Sounds like a familiar story.
Yeah, there's a story that I've heard about that similar type of thing, and
some asshole they got a DUI in a McDonald's drive
for that same exact thing, waiting on his French fries, and he supposedly never even got his French fries. Neither one of them did.
No, actually, the Facebook killer did get his French fries.
I don't think he did. I think he left. He got nervous and left.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got nervous and left. He didn't get any of his food. Once they told him that they were waiting on his fries, which I think they played that pretty well, but I think they should have just given him his food. It would have taken longer and it wouldn't have alarmed him. I think it ended up playing out okay, where nobody got hurt or anything.
Yeah.
But what actually happened was the guy or girl that was working the drive-through window went and told the manager or whoever else was like the boss on shift right then, and they were like, go use the phone, call 911 right now. We'll go to the window and try to stall him. So the person that came out to the window to tell him that they were waiting on his fries wasn't the same person that waited on him. It was like the manager. So of course he was like, whoa, wait a second, something's not right. And he was gone. Fortunately, there were state police in the area, fairly close proximity to where that McDonald's was located. So they were there within a matter of, less than a couple minutes.
Can you imagine working that drive-through window and seeing that asshole roll up? That would be creepy, surreal. That'd be terrifying.
Yeah, dude, because that everybody that was in that area, that was in the back of their mind, especially if you were doing
this dude
some
just
type
might
of
roll up and shoot me in the face for no reason.
If you're in some type of service industry like that, that they had talked about it. They probably had work-related meetings about it. Like, listen, here's the protocol. If this happens, X, Y, and Z, here's how we're going to handle it. And it did happen. I'm grateful that he didn't pull up there and when that all happened, shoot a bunch of them and take off, because that very easily could have happened. I think he obviously was a one and done kind of deal. He knew that he messed up real big. He knew that he ruined his life. He knew his life was going to be over within a short period of time, one way or another. I don't think he was. It sounds weird to say he wasn't a monster, because nobody that's not a monster should be able to do what he did. If he was a monster, he could have, blew a bunch of more people away. I think he just snapped for whatever reason. And obviously after that first initial murder was over, he was like, wow, dude, I completely ruined my life. He knew he was going to have to kill himself within the next couple of days.
And good thing he did. And speaking of people killing themselves, Aaron Hernandez no longer with us.
Yeah.
What was your favorite meme?
Dude, there have been.
It's been an epic month of memes.
It has. I don't know what I used to do for entertainment before memes were such a big deal. I can't get enough memes, dude. But there have been some pretty freaking rough Aaron Hernandez memes. They're funny though. It's funny because I don't feel bad about laughing at his expense, because he was a monster.
Yeah.
I mean, he murdered people in cold blood at least one time, and arguably others. I don't know how much you read about this double homicide he just got acquitted on, but that water was awful muddy, dude. I think that he definitely, I don't know that he was the guy that pulled the trigger to kill those guys, but he definitely had a large part in those murders.
Yeah, I mean, for someone to kill someone like he killed, what was that dude's name? Odin something. Yeah. For someone to just be able to off somebody like that, that's an experienced killer. Exactly. That's somebody that, you know, he's gone through his first kill sickness.
Yeah, your normal average person, you or me or most other people, you can't just do that. Like, you have emotions, you have a heart, you have a soul. Like, you can't just do that in cold blood and pretend like no big deal and go on with your life like it was. And even if you
hated the person that you killed and you're glad you killed them, if it's your first kill, you're at least going to experience crippling fear.
Right.
He didn't. He didn't. You know, it was whatever. It was something.
He was so stupid about it too, though. I honestly think that he had been involved in so many crimes, at least a handful of crimes to that point, big crimes, and possibly a handful of even murders. I think he had become so arrogant to the fact that he could do whatever he wanted to and wasn't going to get busted. Like the one that the Odin murder that he got arrested for, the one that did him in, he buried the guy, or dumped the body like less than 20 minutes from his house, and it was all on video surveillance camera.
Yeah.
Like, there was a whole long list of evidence that was like, dude, really?
Yeah, it was. There was probably as much evidence there as there was in OJ.
Yeah.
I mean, really. The dude is not good at covering his tracks.
But it pretty much stuck this time. You know, I can't help. I don't know how you feel about it. I can't help but there's a certain part of me that, like, it just feels, I don't want to say I feel bad for him, you know, that he's dead and gone. The whole situation makes me feel bad. It was such a waste of talent as a sports fan in general. I hate to see talent like that wasted, but it's just a complete waste of life.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, this was somebody who was extremely well liked as far as an athlete is concerned. Obviously, he was well liked. If you see all the RIPs he got, even though he was a cold-blooded killer, people still had sympathy for him. Right. And you see his wife and you see his little daughter, and you know he didn't have to go down that road, but he did. So it was tragic. Right. It was a straight-up American tragedy what he did with his life.
You know, something that's really interesting, and I don't know, I just read a short piece on this today, so it'll be interesting to see if anything else comes out on it and how much truth there is to it. But I read that I believe it's the state of Massachusetts law says that two things, basically. One is that if a person dies before their conviction goes through, that they are...
I was going to say before their appeal. If they die, you know, before they get a chance to appeal the conviction,
then they are basically that crime is gone, poof, out the window. They don't actually get convicted of it. Yeah. And also what I read, which is even more interesting, is that same loophole is not a big deal because the guy's dead and gone. So who cares if he is actually the murderer or if it's on paper or not. But the real piece of it that's important is that also meant that he did not actually break the contract that he had with the Patriots because he was never actually formally convicted of the crime, which means his daughter is entitled to the remaining money on his contract, which is somewhere in the ballpark of $15 million.
Yeah, I read that as well. The only thing there is the NFLPA would have to, one, I don't know if it's true. Two, the NFLPA would have to take up that case. And the NFLPA they're not going to look at that guy as somebody that, oh, well, hey, we're going to stand behind him. I don't think any union is, you know, much in the union members' corner as they are, would take up that argument.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. I just think it's super interesting.
Yeah.
And I do think that it sounds somewhat legitimate. Like I said, I'm not preaching that, saying that that is definitely the word and that's the way it's going to be. It's just a snippet that I read and it caught my eye because that is interesting if it holds true at all.
Yeah. Speaking of other theories, the conspiracy theories about the fact that he was murdered are just downright ridiculous. Why does everything have to be more complicated than it in reality is? Everything.
Right.
There's always a conspiracy to it. It's never the way the story is.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't hang himself. He was murdered. How did he write John 16 on his forehead if he killed himself?
Right.
With a marker. That's how he did it.
Before he hung himself.
Yeah. Before he hung himself. They also, I guess there's speculation that he got a hold of some synthetic marijuana.
Yeah.
Some of that reefer, fake reefer.
Right.
And, I guess that has made people go nuts in the past. But I think the dumbest thing of all has been the New England fans. They're one of the main ones pushing the conspiracy. And they're also the ones going out there giving them the RIPs on social media, talking about how tragic it is and how sad they are. This dude was a piece of shit. Screw him.
Yes, and I'm not going to defend him. Not even for a minute will I defend him. But I will agree with the word tragic. It is tragic. The whole entire set of circumstances that surround all of it is the definition of tragic.
Yeah, but you're saying the fall and the choices he made are tragic. The New England fans are saying, yeah, it's tragic that he's no longer with us. No, It's not. He saved the taxpayers money. Thanks.
I agree with you. But do you ever stop and think? I did the same thing with this Facebook killer just this week also. Do you ever try to put yourself in a different set of shoes and realize that, yeah, these guys are, huge pieces of shit with nothing going for them as far as what they can present to society. But it is somebody's child or somebody's brother or somebody's cousin or somebody's best friend or somebody's uncle. If you try to put yourself in someone else's shoes, it is tragic for some people. It's not tragic for a New England Patriots fan because they clearly didn't know Aaron Hernandez on a personal level. But I'm not really speaking to that point as much as I'm speaking to the fact that we have become so desensitized through a camera lens to these types of tragedies that we dismiss things so nonchalantly. Like we dismiss deaths and we dismiss suicides so nonchalantly. It's almost kind of disgusting, really.
Yeah.
Myself included. I'm guilty as charged.
Guilty as charged. Sorry.
Yeah.
Had to throw in a little walk hard in there.
Hard.
You never watched that movie?
Is that the Johnny Cash one? That's Walk the Line.
Yeah, Walk Hard is the John C. Reilly spoof of it.
Oh, yeah.
That movie's fantastic.
That is super funny. Super funny. I also like the not to go way off topic on a tangent, but I love The Campaign. You ever watch The Campaign?
I started watching it. I watched it it was right when I came off Hitch when I was working on the rigs. I fell asleep. Yeah, that's not an indication that the movie was bad. That's just I was exhausted.
Right. It's really funny, dude. Really funny.
I do need to try to watch that again. So, Sarah Palin visited the White House today. Makes sense. She tried to help get Trump elected. She was one of his first and original, surrogates. So, obviously, she gets the visit. She brought a couple guests with her.
Yeah, the New England Patriots.
No, that was the other day. Future Senator Kid Rock and Ted Nugent.
Yeah, I did see that, dude.
A couple things about this. One, Sarah Palin, she's just going straight trailer park trash, isn't she? The way she dresses and everything now. She's just...
I don't think she's going there. I think that's where she's always been. She just dressed up for a while when she first became popular in the spotlight. And then at some point she's like, you know what? I'm going back to my roots. Whatever.
Yeah. I guess Obama was right. You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig.
Exactly.
I mean, oink. You look at her. She seriously looks trashy. She looks like a trashy whore.
Dude, she used to be sexy.
She's still, kind of a truck stop.
I haven't seen her. Well, dude, truck stop sexy is my style, dude. That's exactly what I'm into.
So the best thing about their visit was they posed in front. The three of them posed in front of a picture of Hillary Clinton, the former first lady. Obviously not the next president, and it was obvious trolling at 1,000%, which is funny. You got to give them credit. Hi, Merle. Which is funny because Gino's biting me. So you got to give him credit there. But I don't think Ted Nugent was the best person to bring along.
Why not?
He said some pretty sketchy things, and I hate to refer to Media Matters because it's a piece of shit organization. But quotes are quotes. And they did a story after. Actually, no, they did this story a long time ago. But it's resurfacing now that Ted Nugent went to the White House, posed for pictures of Trump and whatnot. So number one of the things Ted Nugent said of the then First Lady Hillary Clinton, you probably can't use the term toxic C word in your magazine, but that's exactly what she is.
Oh, Ted, sweaty Teddy for president. Merle, get out of here.
And I guess having a hard time keeping that pussy under control, aren't you?
Dude, nothing worse.
That was another Ted Nugent quote. No, just kidding.
That was actually a Nick Kelly quote.
So from 2007 in a concert where Ted Nugent was wielding his assault rifle, Nugent said, "Piece of shit Obama can suck on my machine gun."
Well, you have to appreciate his straightforward attitude and his honesty.
He referred to deceased Florida teenager Trayvon Martin as a dope smoking racist gangsta wannabe.
He says the things that a lot of other people would like to say. I don't necessarily agree with all the things he says, but he doesn't care. He simply does not care what people think of him. He's much like Donald Trump but just has better hair.
Yeah. And a 2012 article at the Washington Times, he said, "I'm beginning to wonder if it would have been better if the South would have won the Civil War."
Yeah. Him and Hank Williams.
Yeah. That's you don't say that.
Are there any like fresh quotes from like his current visit?
From his current visit, like today?
Yeah.
Not that I've read.
I mean, nothing like crazy like that. They probably didn't let him talk, really.
I would hope not, to be honest with you. After these ones, here comes another one. Ted Nugent on Real Americans. Real Americans are working hard, playing hard, white mother effing shit kickers who are independent.
Yeah.
And it goes on further to put it in context. The guy that was interviewing him, Bob Mack, said, "Aren't there any blacks?" Nugent said, "Show me one. Show me one."
Yeah, I mean he dances to the beat of his own drum, and that's for sure.
He does.
Why would they? I actually like him. I'm a fan of him just in general.
He's got some good music.
Right.
Stranglehold is
dude.
phenomenal.
Yeah, dude.
Cat Fever.
Yeah, Stranglehold, when Stranglehold first comes in, that guitar riff coming in, dude, it gets me fired up, man. And I'm a fan of his comedic genius. The problem is it's not necessarily comedic genius, it's like his reality.
Yeah.
Like he's not always just trying to put a show on. He does put a show on like with funny things, but he's not necessarily trying to give you a comedy show. That's actually the way his mind works.
Here's the thing with and that is how his mind works. And as a rock star, he's enjoyable. And he's enjoyable in the celebrity rock star life. When you're the president of the United States, and especially one who is as scrutinized as Donald Trump, why would you give them ammunition like letting this guy come to the White House?
Dude, why not?
That's was the real question. Stupid.
Why not? Because that will give the media something else to talk about instead of the bad policies that Trump is dealing with.
Well, that's about as good a reason as any that I've
actually
heard.
A brilliant move on Donald Trump's part.
Yeah, maybe so. He continues to play that 4D chess that we keep hearing about.
Dude, they're probably partying so hard right now.
Just snorting coke off the Oval Office desk.
Dude,
or off of Sarah Palin's ass. Just
dude, I hope so, dude. I hope so. 420 just blunts blazing everywhere, dude.
You got to think it's possible with Kid Rock there as well.
I can promise you that Kid Rock, they were there today, right?
Yeah.
So today is 420. I promise you that Kid Rock is not going anywhere on 420 where he can't smoke a little weed.
Yeah, you're probably right there. And you know the funniest thing about this story, the Sarah Palin and whatnot, Kid Rock, he's the good one. Out of all the ones that went to go see Donald Trump today, everyone's like, yeah, I could see Kid Rock going there. But those two?
Like,
really?
Why those people? I mean, I love all those people. I'm actually a huge fan of Kid Rock, personally and musically.
I like Kid Rock. I like Kid Rock.
Love Kid Rock. Of all the concerts and all the shows I've seen in my life, Kid Rock puts on one of the best shows that I've ever seen.
Really, I would like to see him in concert.
And I love his music. I love all of his old stuff when he went through all of his rap phase and stuff. I love all of it. Love all of it. The thing that I love about him is that he embraces it. He doesn't shy away from those time periods where he maybe had a lapse in judgment. He embraces it, kind of like Ted Nugent. They're just like, you know what? This is me. This is who I am. I don't give one single shit. And
yeah,
for whatever reason, it somehow works out for them. They end up going to the White House for a visit.
Yeah, those guys. And Kid Rock is he's the good pupil in the bunch.
Here's a question.
That includes a former governor, actually.
Right. So here's the question for you. Theoretically speaking, in the Oval Office right now, this is possible. This is actually possibility for right now. There is a threesome taking place, and one person is manning the video camera. You got to tell me which person is running the camera. So obviously the four people are Sarah Palin, Kid Rock, Sweaty Teddy, and Sweaty Donald.
I gotta say, I think Kid Rock would be manning the camera.
I think you're probably right. Why? And tell me why you think that. I'll tell you why I think that.
Because he's the most respectable out of the bunch.
Oh boy, that's saying an awful lot.
Yeah, that's why though.
Dude, you better be careful saying stuff like that. You might wind up finding yourself as his campaign manager or something.
Hey, I might be available come 2018.
I
Kid
think
Rock for Senate, bro. That'll be.
I think that Kid Rock would be manning the camera simply because he would be too high to actually get up and participate.
Interesting conclusion. Speaking of, I guess nefarious sexual activities, Bill O'Reilly no longer at Fox News. Poor guy.
A pervert.
Hey, here's the thing about the Bill O'Reilly thing. These sexual harassment claims. There's not really any proof. I mean, aside from the volume of women that have come forward, nobody has actually said anything specific that he did that was so bad. Like you had the Lufa phone call, which was creepy. But apparently they had a consensual relationship beforehand. So he was kind of set up there. so you could let him slide on that one. And the thing is, and I
Hey, dude, keep talking. I'm gonna be right back. Keep talking.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt you.
And the thing is, you look at like a Ben Roethlisberger, who when he got the second rape allegation, and he's like, well, if there's two, then obviously he's a rapist. But once you get a reputation as, you know, a sexual predator, and you're a big name like a Bill O'Reilly, well, then it's more believable if you come forward and say he was inappropriate towards me.
Well, and then every lady and their sister's like, well, yeah, you know, there was one time where he said something to me that was questionable. Now, I'm not saying that this is what happened or not. I don't have any idea. I think he's probably actually a perverted, creepy old man because I don't like the guy.
You don't like the guy, but I mean, to call him a sexual predator, that's a big
I don't know.
But like,
I'm agreeing with the point that you're making.
Yeah.
The fact that when somebody comes out, one girl or one lady comes out and makes those claims, then all of a sudden it strangely becomes popular. Like it strangely becomes the thing that that everybody wants to do or feels like they should do. It's really, really weird.
Like Kristen Powers was on Anderson Cooper last night, and she talked about one of the exchanges she had with Bill O'Reilly that she didn't find too pleasant. Here's a little bit of that.
On a regular segment we were on every Monday, and he got Margaret's name wrong, and Margaret said, hey, get my name right. And he said, oh, I'm sorry, there's a lot of blondes in this operation. I can't keep you all straight. Megyn Kelly's coming up, starts throwing all these blonde names. And then at the end of the segment says, thank you for your blondness to both of us. So I went to his...
Oh, no, he didn't. Thank you for your blondness. Right. What a dick.
Executive producer, and I said he needs to apologize and he needs to never do that again, or I'm not doing his show anymore. And I was told basically, well, you know, Bill, there's nothing we can do about it. He's a throwback. He's kind of an Archie Bunker. And I said, well, if you mean he's a Neanderthal, then we're on the same page.
Oh,
now
she got me good.
That's way worse to say than blondness.
Thank you for your... Dude, do you not know the employee handbook?
He can never do that again. I'm a political analyst here.
She's a political analyst. She's to be taken serious. She's more than just the color of her hair.
Blondness.
And her boobs.
Went to Bill, came back, said, no, he's not going to apologize. So then I went to I was called into my boss's office. I was told, what can we do? It's Bill. There's nothing we can do. You know, we're sorry this happened to you, but there's nothing we can do. I complained to Roger Ailes. I was told the same exact thing. There's nothing we can do. It's Bill. He's a jerk. Nobody likes him. And then Roger said, you know, Bill, he likes to put up dirty pictures and ask pretty girls to talk about them. And
okay, so that's Roger Ailes that said that to her, not Bill O'Reilly.
Right.
All Bill O'Reilly said was, oh, all you girls are blonde. You know what? At Fox News, they have a lot of effing blondes.
Right. Sex sells, man. Sex sells.
They have a lot of they're definitely slinging the poo-tang over there. That's how they get the ratings.
Do you think that Bill O'Reilly has such good confidence because he has slept with a whole bunch of those blondes?
He might have.
Dude, I hope so.
I mean, he should be slaying it. You know how much money that dude makes?
Dude, do you know how much he's about to make?
Yeah, he's getting paid out.
Dude, he's going to get paid for days, dude. Like, this is honestly probably the best thing that could have happened to his career.
Yeah, because he'd either go do whatever he wants, or he could just say, hey, oh, what is he, 60? I'm done.
Yeah. I think he's older than that. I think he's probably in his mid-60s. And they're saying he's going to get, I forget what the number was. I saw it somewhere.
It was over 40, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was. Well, this that I'm seeing here says could be as high or higher as 25 million.
25? That's pretty good. I mean, it's not 40, but it's good.
It's a pile of money, dude. On top of what he already has amassed. I mean, he's been making big money for several years.
Well, he's been the main guy at Fox, the #1 rated news station for like the last 10 years.
I feel like his head has been on a chopping block for the last few months. Did you ever get that feeling? Like, I felt like there's been a lot of things that recently, like within the last 6 months,
like the Maxine Waters thing, where they've been going after him. He was under a microscope.
It was like they were gonna find a reason, one way or another, to get rid of him. Why, I don't know, but he was definitely on the chopping block.
So who's next? Because obviously, this was mainly orchestrated by Media Matters. Who are they going to target next? It's got to be Hannity, right?
Yeah, it's
not. Well, it's left over there. There's Hannity and Tucker Carlson.
It's not going to be Megyn Kelly.
No, she already went to the dark side. MSNBC. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's they're not done. They're not going to be done until Fox News is just like MSNBC. So this was tax week. Did you pay your taxes?
Dude, I paid a lot of taxes, dude.
You're a good American.
Makes me sick.
Let's go over some of the things those tax dollars might have went for. I found this little quiz. I actually posted this a couple days ago on the Facebook page.
And you can find our Facebook page.
Yeah. You can find that at the Kelly Pamphlet on Facebook. Okay, cool. So true or false? We'll do it like the thing does it.
Wait, are you asking me? Like, do you want me to answer these?
I do. I want you to answer it.
Oh, gee.
True or false? Your taxes are used to put fish on treadmills.
Well, clearly my gut tells me false, so obviously the answer is going to be true, I guess.
That is true. $560,000 to be exact.
To put fish on treadmills.
Yeah.
Is there like a paragraph or something?
Yeah, I mean, they're a little bit. They wanted to exercise fish to exhaustion, and they chose mud skippers and fish with, fins that they could use as legs, and they put them on there for an extended period of time to see basically how they would do.
That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. Next.
Yeah. True or false? Your taxes prove that gingerbread houses are earthquake proof.
Jeez. I mean, again, I want to say there's no way in hell, so I'm going to have to say true.
It is true. $150,000 went to that.
So we should, not we, but anybody living in a fault line area should be living in a gingerbread house.
Build a gingerbread house. Again, I could. This is another callback to Walk Hard. I can't build you a gingerbread house. It'll melt in the rain.
It's a great line, and it's a great movie, but I find myself wondering, why are you quoting it so much tonight? Like, did you just watch it?
Like
this week or something?
Fitting in so perfectly, like a glove.
It's like that's not like a highly quotable movie. Like, it's not like a Step Brothers or Wedding Crashers. And you're just pulling him out left and right, dude.
I am. I love it. I actually want to watch it tonight. I think
I'm gonna watch it this weekend for sure now.
Okay. True or false? Your tax dollars turn computers into couch potatoes.
Computers into couch potatoes.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means, so I'm gonna say true.
False. Well,
I was gonna say false. That was my other guess.
Well, sort of. It's not 100% false. The computers technically didn't leave the experiment any different than when they arrived, but your tax dollars did pay for computers to binge watch hundreds of hours of television, and they were already burning through your paycheck and subscription services.
Dumb. Next.
Okay. True or false? Your tax dollars prove that frat brothers like to party.
True.
That is 100% true. The National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, what the fuck is the difference? Used a $5 million grant to fund a study at the National Institute of Health revealing the habits of college students. The study revealed what anyone who went to college could come up with for free, and that is frat guys like to party.
Right.
$5 million.
$5 million.
$5 million.
That's hard to wrap your head around.
That is freaking insane.
That's up to this point in this list. That is without a doubt the hugest waste.
Now, did you pay under $5 million in taxes this year?
Slightly.
So your entire income tax bill didn't even cover that study.
Dude, that's probably like the taxes of a mid-sized or fairly large city.
Yeah.
All of everybody's taxes in one city somewhere in America went for that.
Now, remember that the next time somebody tells you, well, taxes are the price of living in a civilized society.
Blah.
Yeah. Fair tax is looking pretty good, isn't it? Or no tax at all.
You guys, Florida does not have what? Income tax?
Yeah, we do not have state income tax.
Which is a big deal, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's like 10% of your income right back to you.
Dude, I always wondered why you were rolling on such fat dubs. Now I know.
Yeah, there's that Mazda 6, bro. I be rolling large, son. All right. So first they came for your money, now they're coming for your porn.
Yeah, how about that, dude?
Yeah, they're trying to push this bill, and they packaged it up right, because who's gonna vote against the Human Trafficking Prevention Act?
Right. I mean,
what soulless son of a bitch in Washington is gonna vote against?
The same people that vote against legalizing marijuana.
Well, you know what? I hope they do vote against this. This bill would require all internet connected devices to be rigged with software that will block any pornography.
Really?
And it's like, okay, whatever. Do we really need porn in this society? Well, if you want your porn, you can pay a tax and get that device removed, that software removed.
Well, it would clearly be a gold mine. I hate it. I hate everything about it, and I hope that it doesn't go through, because it's going to get pretty expensive for me. But it would definitely be a gold mine.
What? And then you could get into the situation of what actually classifies as porn.
I don't know. Is there like a definition or something?
I'm sure there's a definition out there, but you're going to get into, all right, say a sex scene in a movie. Is that pornographic? So now you're going to have to pay a tax to stream. What's the show with a lot of sex? What's I've never watched it, but the
Monster.
Okay, we'll go with Monster.
Is that the one with Halle Berry?
No, that's Monster's Ball, but that's a good example. Good job, Quaid. Monster was one with Charlize Theron where she played the serial killer and she put on like an extra 100 pounds.
Oh, yeah. I've never watched the Halle Berry scene, but I heard it was good.
Oh, it was fantastic. It was right up there, top notch.
I might have watched parts of it.
Oh, I watched.
Make me feel good.
Make me feel good. And Billy Bob made her feel great.
Billy Bob Thornton is one of the coolest guys of all time, dude.
You know what's crazy is they think that was an actual authentic scene.
Really? Good for
That's
him.
the rumor, yeah. He threw it up in there good.
She is a beautiful specimen of a woman.
She really is. That is top notch.
She still is to this day. At that time, she was right on top of her game, dude.
But getting back to the story, is that porn? I mean, that was pretty graphic sex.
Especially if it actually was sex, which you're saying could have been. Yeah, where do you draw the line? I don't know. Hopefully there is no line.
And then, okay, if that device is in place, and say we get into a situation like we're at war with Korea. So you have this in place. Talking bad about the government or bad government propaganda is probably not the best thing for a war effort. And they're coming up with justifications here. They're saying, well, it's bad for people's health. Well, it's bad for morale. So can you like put this talk in justification that if you want to hear anti-government propaganda that you're going to have to pay a tax? That's a straight up violation to the First Amendment. This is something that should be fought against. I know it sounds silly to be passionate about protecting porn.
Well, it's not the pornography that you're protecting. It's the rights of the amendments that you're protecting.
And that's what you have to remember. It's not the actual content that is the issue. It's what they are trying to how they're trying to take your rights away.
And that's what some people are going to need to get over and look past in this and keep the right perspective. They're going to have to disregard the fact that it's pornography that they probably don't agree with, but the idea of blocking someone's rights that have been amended in the amendments, that can't happen, dude.
Right. And in the what the hell are you freaking talking about section of the day, the UN has put Saudi Arabia on the I can't even. Okay. On a commission responsible for gender equality and the empowerment of women.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia, if you're a woman, you're not allowed out in public without a male guardian.
Think about that, dude.
Also, if you're a woman and you get raped in Saudi Arabia, if you don't have 5 men to back you up, you go to jail.
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
Also,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Also, you're not allowed to show anything but your eyeballs in Saudi Arabia.
Jeez. I bet they don't have pornography issues over there.
No, I don't think they do. You get killed. But, this gets back to Trump wants to cut funding to the UN. I'm 100% in that corner. The UN is useless.
Yeah.
What point do they serve if, I guess for diversity reasons, you're going to put Saudi Arabia on a commission for gender equality? And by the way, where are the freaking feminists and all those war on women? We got to stop the war on women. This is an actual war on women right here. Where are you?
Dude, they don't care about women in other countries. They only care about themselves, dude.
Why don't you guys put your freaking pussy hats on and go down and protest in front of the UN?
Yeah,
no,
dude.
Not going to happen. Said we'll go out to Berkeley and protest the fact that you already have every right that you ever could have.
You literally have the same rights as me.
Yeah.
Actually, you have more. You can commit murder by abortion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't.
Do that.
So you actually, as a lady, you have more rights than me.
Yeah. But
sorry if that offended any of our listeners out there, but I'm not going to take it back.
Nah. And last item of the day, Pens advance to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Let's go, Pens.
Go Pens. Let's go Pens.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. So make sure you hit up the Facebook page. Now we are doing live broadcasts. Hopefully this one went well. We didn't get many viewers while it was live, but you know what? It's the first.
Hopefully once people realize that we're going to start doing this live all the time,
they'll make a point to be here.
It's going to be on Thursday nights. Hopefully they'll make a point to tune in and check us out at least for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can follow me on Twitter at KellyPamphlet. Subscribe on iTunes, Stitcher. We're on SoundCloud. We're trying to make this as available as possible. Quaid, good day to you, sir.
Good night, brother.
Wait. All right. So that was it.
Well, that was fun as always. I have to grab something out of my refrigerator real quick.